Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I've got a new product to show you, and then we're going to do a design and I'm going to use it as well just to see how it works and stuff. It's really exciting actually. I'm quite looking forward to opening it and having a good look. So we've got a product from Melodysusie again. I've worked with them quite a lot lately actually, and I've been really impressed with every product they've sent me so far. So always have good things to say, but we'll see how we feel about this. So this is the box it comes in. And this is what you get. So you've got warranty information, and then we've got the instruction manual, which I'll keep to the side because I will have a look at that in a second. But for now, let's have a look at the actual product itself. I'm super excited. Don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, is this just a box to fill a gap, or has it got something inside? Oh, it's got the adapter in it, which is good. So here is the plug, and then they've also sent me another one of those little black ones that is the adapter to make it a UK plug. I've already got a million of them, but it's good that they always include them. So you've got one for each product that you've got. So I'm just going to get rid of the box, as beautiful as it is in the way. This is the product, and it is a nail lamp, which sounds bizarre because it is the most random like shape, but I promise you it is a lamp, and it opens like this. So you can use it like that, and then the idea is you put your fingers under that side when they've got lights under here, and then you put your thumb in there, so it does both at the same time. And then it also swaps to this side for you to be able to do the other hand, which is so cool. This is so different. So we've got two timers on here, 65 seconds and 35. And then it also tells you on here where to put your hand, because obviously if it's not going to be under there, then it's not going to cure. You don't want to sit there like this because that's pointless. So we're just going to have a quick look at the instruction manual, just see if there's anything that we should be aware of before having a go with it. So, don't put anything on it. One should use without parental consent. Don't misuse or drop, blah, blah, blah. Single finger area. I suppose, yeah, that's a good point, actually. I was just thinking of thumb, but you could quite easily just do one at a time. Like if you were flash curing, you could just put one in. But I'm just thinking getting like a client specifically to put a finger in there is going to be messy, because they can just about barely put their hand into my full size lamp without getting their polish all over the inside of it. So I think I'd probably just stick to the thumb scenario for that. And to be honest, this would be great for just using on myself because it's so small and compact. Really good for mobile nail techs as well, because it is a lot smaller. It's quite heavy, to be honest. It's got weight to it, but it is also rechargeable, so that's really good. So anything on here? Where's the right, how to use power on and off. Once press the on and off button once to turn the device on or off. A green light indicates sufficient power, while a red light means the battery is low and needs charging. When you open the lamp panel, the LED display will show the current battery level. Okay, so to get it to turn on automatically, you have to put your thumb in the thumb gap. So the on and off button is up here. As you can see, it's green, so it has already been charged, which is very helpful. So it's set to 35 at the minute, but if I put it on 65. So the point of the manual and why I read it is to obviously figure out how to work it. If you just put your hand underneath here, it's not going to work. You have to, the sensors to turn it on are inside the area where your thumb goes. So you have to put something in there. So if you're doing what I do and you're only doing these nails for a video or whatever, still put your thumb in there to make sure that you turn on the ones that your fingernails are going to go under. So that's good. Obviously this tells you what the time is at, and you can change between 35 and 65. And when you close it, it does automatically go off, because you can see the screen light up again when I open it again. You can also use the single finger one without having this open, so you can just pop it straight in like that, which is cool. So plenty of different ways to use this. It's really cool actually. You can turn it on by just pressing the button without having anything underneath. So if that is how you want to use it and you just want to use this without that, just press that, and it doesn't matter how often then you put your hand underneath and take it away, because you're not using the sensor. But if you put your finger in the sensor, it will restart that. So that's really cool. So this is what we're going to be using in today's video, just because it's new and it's different, and who doesn't love both of those things. So I'm just going to get rid of my other Melodysusie lamp, which I use every time I do a video. and I'm going to be using that one instead. So I'm just going to pop it next to me, which is really handy to just pop it next to me and then do something and then bring it back over here, because it's not a major, it's not taking up loads and loads of space, so that's really, really cool. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to pop a picture of it on the screen now, hopefully, if I remember. It is a design I found on Pinterest. So I've got all my colours and everything and all the products and stuff that I need out ready to do that. So we're going to be using the Gel Box UK Black, which is Clicks, and then we're also going to be using their matte top coat. And then we're going to be using Magpie's pink gel paint and white gel paint. So yeah, let's get straight into it. And this is a perfect opportunity to see if the Melodysusie lamp cures different brands well as well, because I'm not actually using Melodysusie gel polishes in this video, just because I don't have gel polishes from Melodysusie in the colours that we need for the day for today's video. But you know, it's a perfect opportunity to test out the lamp. I'm really, really excited to use it. It is so different, and I haven't seen anything else on the market like it. So very impressed. It's very original, and what's the word? There's a word that I'm thinking of specifically, but it won't come to my brain, which is very annoying. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So we're going to start off by painting all 4 of my nails completely black and then matte top coating. So I'm just going to pop this lamp somewhere where it feels useful and easily accessible, but I don't have to keep moving it around to use it. Obviously away from my gels, but somewhere where I can just pop my hand straight to it. So I think I'm going to pop it there. It's just here on my desk, as you can see through all the mess. I'm just going to pop it there. So then every time you see me do this, it's because I'm putting my hand under the lamp. I do have a discount code for Melodysusie as well, which is in my description box and hopefully at the top corner of my screen if I remember to put it there. Oh, there's my black thing I was talking about earlier. So yeah, sorry, I'm rambling on again. Let's get into painting. So we just need black nails. So I'm just going to go straight in. I have got some peel off base coat on my nails, so I can keep doing videos. I did keep the last design that I did on these on to see how long the peel off base coat would last if I didn't purposely take it off. My index finger lasted 2 days, which I actually thought was pretty good, because the index finger is like naturally the nail that if I'm going to pick at anything or anything like that, I am going to use that nail. So it lasted a whole 2 days before it didn't like peel off or anything. It literally just, the free edge area lifted ever so slightly. So I probably could have got away with it for a little bit longer, but I'm really good at just picking at things when I can. So as soon as I noticed that there was something to pick at, I took advantage and picked it off. So I've just painted this one. I'm going to paint all of these nails black, like I said. I'm going to do 2 coats. So I'm going to do that quickly off camera, and then I will come back for the matte top coat. So I've painted the first coat of that black. I'm just going to pop my hand under and not use the, what's it called? The thumb bit. I'm just going to pop it under and use the buttons on it to do it that way, so I don't have to have my thumb over there. But this is great. I really love it, actually. It's so different. Okay, I've done 2 coats now. No issues at all with curing, and I think if black is going to cure properly, then any colour will, because black is, as we all know, can be a pain in the neck. So that's a good start. Just bring my light over. Everyone needs to realise how far away it is. So we're going in with the matte top coat now, and I'm popping that over all 4 nails. I don't actually know if I've used this matte top coat. I haven't done any matte nails for a really long time. These are going to be a mixture of matte and shiny. So I'm quite looking forward to it, to doing the matte set. I think black specifically looks really cool matte, so that's good. So we're just going to do 1 coat of this on all of the nails, and then we can get straight into the design. I do need to pick out my foil for the design, but it is just a plain metallic foil, like a pink, so I will just quickly pick that out because I've got plenty of those. Just need to decide on the sort of shade. So if you can hear a baby in the background, it is mine this time for a change. He's currently in the kitchen, which is the room attached to this conservatory. He's watching his dad wash up, which he does usually find very intriguing, but not today. He's not in a very good mood. So I'm going to pop this in the lamp now, fully cure it, and then we can get on with the design. Also, I did forget to mention that the other nails with the peel off base, when I waited out for them to come off, I didn't wait out for them to come off. I ended up just picking them off after 6 days, which I think was really good, to be fair, that they lasted that long. So that's just a bit of insight on how long the peel off base coat would last if you left it alone and didn't pick it off straight away like I do for videos. But yeah, 6 days I think is pretty good, and they were definitely stuck still. I had to prise them off, so I think that's a good sign. So I'm going to use this, what's it called, foil, just because it's there and it's helpful. Well, I say it's there and it's helpful, it's not because I can't get it out of the packaging. I'm just going to get my tweezers and pull that out. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this, because we really do only need a really small amount, because it's only going to be covering certain areas of my nail. I'll show you my nails in a sec, because obviously they're matte now. Okay, so this is what my nails look like, nice and matte. I've given them a quick wipe over just to make sure there's no dust or anything on them. And then we're going to go ahead with some foil gel on a palette. I'm going to be using the Sparkle Supplies UK one as usual. I'm just going to pop a blob of that on my palette and then use my nail art brush to apply it so I can get it exactly where I want it. Not that brush because it's very, very small. I'll be here all day, that one better. Right, so I'm going to go in with this. I'm just going to, sorry about the silly noises it's making. For the index nail, we're going to do a diagonal line from here. I did wipe them to make sure there was nothing on them, but I've messed about with my hands and stuff since, so I'm just going to give them another quick wipe over, make sure they're nice and clean. I've got no dust or anything lying around. I've just made it worse now actually, because all the lint from the wax strip has gone on them now, so let's just go over again. I think that is one thing I hate about matte, is that even though it's technically not sticky, I feel like everything sticks to it. It's really strange. But anyway, we're doing a diagonal line on this one. So we don't want it too thick, but we don't want it too thin. Like, we want it thick enough where we can see the foil, because this is obviously, everywhere we put this now is where the foil is going to be. But we don't want it too thick a line where covers up too much of the black, because we need to do some extra nail art on here as well as the foil. So that will do for that. And then for the middle, we're doing a what's it called, a corner. Oh gosh, he's really kicking off now. We're doing a corner, so we're going to do this corner, I think. So I'm just going to do this sort of shape, and this is the good thing about doing this sort of design on matte as well, is you can see where you're putting the foil gel, which makes it so much easier than if you were doing shiny on shiny. That isn't the reason I've done it on matte. I've actually done it on matte because they did in the video, in the picture that I'm copying, but it's also helpful for that reason. I'm so sorry for the background noise. It's usually not my child, because he doesn't really tend to spend much time in the kitchen, to be fair, but it's a weekend, so it's just a matter of everyone trying to get stuff done. And then the ring finger, we're going to do a half and half nail. So I'm going to do a line sort of down the middle, not too worried about it being perfect, and then we're just going to go ahead and fill in that other side. Okay, and then on the pinky, we're going to do another diagonal like the index, but the opposite direction instead. So just creating that line again. So this is a great video, actually a great design of testing out this lamp, because there's so many different like gels we're working with. We're working with gel polish, we're working with matte top coat, we've got foil gel, we've got gel paint. So it's a very good test. So that is all of them. They don't need to be perfect, because we are going to be doing a rough outline, and I mean rough, like it's purposely meant to be like that. So I'm going to pop these under the lamp. Obviously I haven't worked with this lamp with this foil gel before, or with anything else before, I suppose. So I'm going to have to just sort of guess what we're going to do. So I am going to just do the 35-second timer, and then I'll test out one nail, and then if it goes well, I'll do the rest, and if not, we know that we need to cure it a little bit less or more next time. Like, we'll just work like that. So I've cured it for 35. We'll just see how we get on now. So we're just going to do like a patchy effect of foil. I'm purposely like dabbing it really quickly because I don't want the foil to stick everywhere. I just want it to be that nice patchy effect where we've still got some black going through there underneath. So I'm doing it really quick. I'm not putting pressure on the entire area where the foil gel is. If I wanted it full coverage, I'd press down and then put effort into getting it everywhere. But because I don't want that, I'm just quickly dabbing it on like so. We've got a little bit here that's not meant to be there, but it will either just wipe off, and if it doesn't, you can just go in with a clean up brush and get that off. So this is what they look like so far. Already looks super effective. I love foil. I'm going to finish off the cure for, no, I would usually finish off the cure for the foil gel, but because we're just going to be doing an outline, it will naturally cure when my next layer of polish cures, basically. I'm trying to like, I don't want to rush the video, but I am trying to be quite quick because we want to get out for a walk with the dog and the baby, so I need to like sort of hurry up because it's starting to get a bit dark. So this is what they look like I just said. We're going to go in now, oh gosh, with my white gel paint. You don't have to use gel paint for this step. I just happen to have some, so I'm going to use it, but you can use whatever you want. You could use spider gel. I just can't be dealing with that because it's so messy, even though it's super effective. You could also use gel polish, of course. That is completely up to you, but I am just going to use my gel paint. It is very, very, very nearly empty, so I'm just going to give it a quick stir to make sure it's all fine. Not really got that much left of the white. It's very rare that I use gel paint, to be honest, but that's mainly just because I forget that I have them, so I'm trying to use them more now that I've remembered they're there. So I'm going to get a brush, clean that off, and then I'm just going to get some of that white on my brush onto my palette, and we're just going to very, very roughly outline. So I'm not worried about it being absolutely perfect, and I'm going to purposely lift my brush off the nail and go back in somewhere else to create that rough sort of look. I don't want it to be a proper outline. So we are just doing that on purpose, sort of roughen it up, getting that texture like so. So we're basically like, we are trying to create the look and effect that a spider gel would, but without the mess and chaos of spider gel, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to do some smaller lines, purposely not neat. And then just start somewhere else when going back in, and purposely just messing it up a little bit. Like that. And then last but not least, we've got the pinky. And then just going over, oh gosh, that was a bit too far over. I'm just going to clean that up a little bit because that was a bit too far. So we're just going to get my clean up brush with a bit of acetone and then just go ahead and wipe that away. So that was a bit overkill, that far over. So that's that step done. I think I'm going to do that for the middle as well, actually, because that's gone a bit haywire as well. Okay, and then once I'm happy with how it's turned out, I'm then just going to pop my hand into the lamp, secure all that in place, just having a little tidy up, bit of something on there, bit of glitter down there. Right, so that's gone into the lamp, and then we're going to go in with the pink gel paint to be able to do our hearts to make it more Valentines. Okay, so we're doing the hearts now. So on the index finger, we're going to do a heart up here. Way too much product on my dotting tool. And then one down here. And then we're going to do in the middle, yeah, that is the middle. On the middle now, we're going to do one heart. Just put my arm in the bloody lid. Just like so. And then the ring finger, I'm going to do two down the centre. I've just used this dotting tool to clean, not to clean, to stir my gel paint, which is why there's so much on the end of it. I'm going to do just one on the ring, on the pinky, because it is such a small nail. I'm just going to clean off that dotting tool before I put my arm in that as well by accident. And then I'm going to get my nail art brush, just run the very tip of it through my gel paint, so it's got something on there to make it nice and pointy. And then we're just going to create those hearts with the gel paint. I probably should have done them a lot smaller, but here we are, it's fine, we're going with it now. Just going to add a little bit more product to this one. And then with this one, it's so cute. Definitely should have done my heart smaller, but we live and learn, it's all good. And then the pinky. Then we're going to do some really, really tiny dots. If I can find my small dot, there it is. Some really tiny dots of the white and pink surrounding those hearts and lines. So I'm just going to do the white first, just because I've now put it on my dotting tool. So just completely random around the outside. Just as a little finishing touch. And then last but not least, some dots of the pink that are not obviously going to show up quite as much. So it's not a really, really bright pink, especially on the black, but it's fine. It still brings something extra to design. I'm doing that on all of the nails. Making sure to not touch the white dots because they are, of course, still wet. I don't want them to merge together and be a mess. And then, last but not least, some on here, like so. And that is it. So we're going to pop them in the lamp, and then all we need to do, the very, very last step, is to do, I completely forgot I was meant to do it before with the gel paint, but it doesn't matter. We need to top coat that foil area, because of course the gel paint doesn't need top coating, because it's one of those gel paints that doesn't. And also the matte top coat underneath, obviously protecting the black. So it is just that foil area that is exposed at the minute with no coating over the top. So we're going to use a nail art brush and some top coat to coat that. In fact, I'm probably just going to use the top coat brush because I'm being lazy, but I would usually if it was on a client to get it perfect. But yeah, we're just going to top coat the foiled areas, and then that is it for this set. Super, super easy actually, and really, really effective. Absolutely love this lamp. I've loved using it. It's so different. So I highly recommend. Obviously, if you want any more information or anything about it, definitely check it out on the Melodysusie website. The link to the lamp will be in my description box, along with my discount code and the link to the website in general. So definitely check that out if you're wanting to find out more about this lamp. But yeah, we just need to quickly do that top coating, which I'm going to do now because it's just finishing the lamp. So I'm just using a cheap top coat like I usually do for videos. I'm just going to go over, oh, there's a hair on my brush, nothing new there. There's always a hair somewhere trying to sabotage me. So, oh gosh, apparently there's always more than one. So I'm going to go over those foiled areas. So top coating, the gel paint isn't necessary, so I'm not worried about focusing on that. I just literally need to get that area with the foil gel top coated. So we're just going in with a little bit on my brush and just coating those areas, making sure to not go over the black area because it will make that matte shiny and we don't want that. I do love a half and half set, matte and shiny, so effective. It looks really, really good. That's my lazy way of doing it. And then we're going to fully cure that, and then these nails are done. Look how pretty they are. I absolutely love how these turned out, to be honest. Glad I bumped into them on Pinterest. Just need to pop a little bit of cuticle oil on because they are very, very dry. But then the video is finished. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.